and welcome back to Let's Play Omori. Last time, we made it through the rest of Sweetheart's castle, and we are poised for a boss fight. Before we head into this, first I want to check out Hero. Hero actually learned a new skill last time when we were fighting bears, and I just didn't point it out. Enchant. Works the same as Charm, but it makes the foe happy. There might be some uses for this combined with Trick, but otherwise I just kind of forget about it. Speaking of Trick, I've actually put that on Omori because this is one fight where this could actually potentially be quite useful, so we're going to use that. Also still have Shun set because I plan to use that. With that out of the way. Looks like we've got another instance of Sweetheart's show about to begin. Is her quest for hearts finally over? Well, we'll see. Yeah. It's pretty quickly after the last show. How often does Sweetheart put these shows on? Blocking their view. Alright, what do we got this time? Wow, 42 seasons? I can tell Sweetheart's the rather picky type. If that wasn't already evident from the entire castle we were just through. A splendiferous run, indeed. Last time I saw the word splendiferous was that one YouTube video, the splendiferous barfing cup. But she's found it now? She's finally getting married, huh? Who'd she find? Alright, I'm actually kind of curious to see who this is going to be. Who could meet the lofty standards of Sweetheart? A cake? Well, that's just a waste of perfectly good confectionery. But wait a second. Is she really? Well, so Sweetheart is in fact going to marry herself. That is kind of pathetic. I don't think you're one to call for silence, Sweetheart. Well, okay. Hey, if it makes her happy and it gets her out of our hair, then I suppose that works out. So, yeah. I've heard of narcissistic tendencies, but this is a whole other level. My sentiments exactly, Kel. Aww. Aubrey, you're too kind-hearted. I'll admit, though, it is kind of sad that someone's so narcissistic and unable to find happiness they have to do something like that and marry themselves. It's a little pathetic. How would she kiss... Huh? Aubrey! Come on! We're home free! Well, it looks like our disguise is blown. We killed quite a few of those on the way here, so I think you're gonna have a hard time getting A to come out. Well, the one fish in the sea that actually could stand her, she tossed away. Well, it's not like they lock the doors, Kel. Think of it like more EXP to get. Aww. Maybe Aubrey has a point. I do kind of feel sorry for her. Oh boy, Hero, I don't think this is gonna work out as we hope. Well, she's forward, if nothing else. I think you hit one of her hot buttons. Uh-oh. I think she's gone crazy. I don't know how you got that impression. Not sure if gregarious is the word I would use. So you're gonna get rid of the guards and take us on yourself? Sounds like a plan to me. Alright. The moment we've all been waiting for. Time to give Sweetheart the business, like she deserves. Alright, so first order of business. We're gonna have Omori use Shun. We're gonna actually have Aubrey launch a normal attack here. Gonna have Kel make her sad, so Shun actually connects. And we're gonna have Hero smile at her, so she isn't doing as much damage. Alright, and this should put us in pretty good positioning for a bit of the rest of the fight. Now, why do I want Aubrey to do a normal attack? I want her to look at Kel. And that gives them both an attack buff, and they become angry. I don't actually want them to stay angry, but it's where I want them to be for right now. It'll also allow them to do a little bit of extra damage. I'm going to use Hack Away. I'm actually going to have Omori, let's see, what multi-targeting healing? Use some popcorn here just to keep us topped off. I'm going to use Headbutt right now. I'm going to use Ricochet, and this should do some pretty good damage. And we're going to Smile again. Remember, debuffs can stack up to 3 times. I'll bring your damage down quite a bit. And with the huge defense debuff we hit her with, and the offense buff Kel has, and the emotional advantage, that's some pretty sweet damage there. But let's check out Headbutt. Nice! But here's where the fight gets a little trickier. Sweetheart is now happy, and she can't be sad or angry. I mean, she's pretty fast, and by far the most annoying thing she can do is laugh at you and make everybody angry. But what we're going to want to do is use Trick on her, and that'll bring her speed down to nothing. Now that she is happy, Mood Wrecker will be the preferred attack here, and what we're going to have Kel do is use the Rain Cloud. I've been hanging on to this for this fight, and we'll just have Hero throw out another smile. Odds are she's going to laugh at us again at some point to make us all angry again, but as long as I can get some decent mileage out of this fight for a little bit, this was a worthwhile use. Alright, there we go. Whoa, nice! Yes. Alright. And now, she's... Well, oh, not yet. Well, we're gonna now just absolutely wreck her. Let's just start ricocheting, and I'll have Hero throw out a snack time, just in case she hits us for any nasty damage. There we go. And this is the power of multi-hitting attacks. That is some impressive damage right there. Now she's ecstatic, but I don't think she has a chance. Yeah, check that out. It's like 450 damage right there. And we got a mood wrecker coming in. There we go. Now she is manic, so it's a very good thing we hit her with Trick, because otherwise she'd be going first, and she could do some nasty stuff. Everybody's topped off, so I think we've got this fight in the bag. Alright. How's she doing? Oh yeah, she's toast. It's a shame that we couldn't get a release energy up for this fight, but it's not a big deal. I'll admit, using Trick was a bit of an on-the-fly revision. My original plan was to just have Omori and Hiro toss jacks at her, but this worked out way better. I really underestimated the emotional attack skills. I didn't realize they applied a full set of debuffs. And there we go. This is actually commonly a very difficult fight for people who usually get their first game over here, so we just completely manhandled her. That's basically the perfect way that fight could go, so I'm pretty pleased with that. Ooh, MASH. We'll check that out later. Alright, sweetheart, what do you got to say to that? I don't think your guards are going to help you now. You know what? I'd actually be happy to do that. Wait, what? Hello. Quite the entrance you made there. It's Captain Spaceboy. Looks like there's still some hostility there, but... So much for being over her. Everybody's taking their seats now. We've got some romance inbound. Is he really gonna do that? I'm a bit sketchy on how this is gonna turn out, I'll say. She's impressed by it, though. I will admit, it's quite a bit of gumption on Captain Spaceboy's part. Alright, let's skip to the part where they smooch. Now Captain Spaceboy is Space Husband. Oh man, saucy. Can't believe they let that in the game. And they will ride off into the sunset. Oh, what button? No, seriously, what button? What does that button do? Well, she had to get one last of those and... Ah! Okay, stage self-destruct button, good to know. Well, I wish you guys the best. I'm sure this will turn out just fine. Poor Sprout Mole Mike. He doesn't get to go. Well, that was a turn of events, I suppose. Yeah. Well, whatever. We're finally over and done with all that nonsense. You said it, Kel. What were we even here for? No, seriously, what were we here for? Well, I guess we're all have a stronger bond, and now all our follow-ups are at their maximum. And they're quite good at this point, so I'll be sure to show off some of the more potent to use ones. I feel something. Well, maybe it's just in my head. Oh yeah, Basil! We were here for Basil! I didn't find him at all, though. Something about that hole. I feel like we should take a closer look at it. However, we did get a couple things for some side quests in Sweetheart's Castle, and if we don't do them right now, or don't complete the quest right now, it's going to be a long while before we can complete them. So I'm just going to real quickly head out and return those things that we found in Sweetheart's Castle. So let's do that real quick. Alright, first order of business. Let's return the girl's teddy bear. And before we do, let's just take a look at the new skill that Aubrey learned. She learned Mash. She defeats the foe with this, she recovers 100% juice. I have never used this because we have juice items aplenty, and there's no reason to. Even if we didn't, you hit restore points so often, I genuinely cannot think of a situation where you would need that. Here, Candly. Well, this bear is much more docile when it's with Candly, at least. No problem. Hey, I won't say no to a rubber ducky. It's so nice that we can just reunite people like that. Now, the rubber ducky we got is a pretty decent defensive item. If I can just find it. Defense plus 7. Obviously, this isn't worth much since we already have the cell phone, plus numerous other accessories that give really powerful effects. But if you didn't get the cell phone, along with the hard hat, this is one of the best defensive items you can have, so in a standard playthrough, I could imagine seeing some use for it. Not in this playthrough. Next order of business. Let's return that interesting book. Or not so much return as it is give. Here, Demi. Well, from the other screen. Here you go. Ah, looks like he's captivated. You're still standing here, dude. Hello? Well, I mean, at least that means it's interesting. Oh, what do you got for us? Some of the saddest poems ever written, huh? And we got the Deep Poetry book. This is the next accessory we get that inflicts you with an emotion. This one in particular makes you sad at the start of the battle. Could be useful if you like using stab, but I'm honestly not a fan of stab. I don't think its damage is very good at this point in the game. And it doesn't provide any other statistical benefits, so it's not that great. I can think of very few situations where it might be useful to have. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's get back to the main game. I really dislike how these side quests are placed, because it will literally be hours before we could complete these if we just moved on in the game, and it really kills the pacing to do them right now, but such is life. Let's get back to Sweetheart's Castle. Alright, and we've made it back. Now, there are a couple other side quests that we can do, but again, they're really bad for the game's pacing, and also, they're better done on the alternate route. One of them can only be completed on the alternate route, and the other one is really only worth doing on that route, so since I need more footage to record for that, just to make it more interesting along the way, we'll save that for the alternate route. Now, let's check out this hole. Sounds like a plan to me. Let's go. And once again, we awaken as Sunny. Sounds like someone's knocking on the door. We got a couple things to get to before we check that out. We actually haven't gotten to them at all. Closet downstairs? What are you talking about? Maybe it's that door on the right. For some reason, Sunny hasn't wanted to go in there, though. Now, that knocking is getting pretty incessant, but before we go, I mean, we gotta do our morning routine, so let's just check ourselves out in the mirror, looking good. And remember to brush your teeth every day, everybody. It's good for the dental health. And your breath will be minty fresh. Alright, alright. We've kept Kel waiting long enough. Man, is he impatient. Hold on. Hold your horses, buddy. Yes, yes, we're here. Now let's open up the door, head out into the world again. Hello, Kel. Wow. Sunny is a heavy sleeper. Sounds good to me. Yeah, totally. Alright, and we're back in Faraway Town. As you can see, there's a kitty up there. But I think we should save all our business in Faraway Town for the next video, or at least as much as we can get to in the next video. So yeah, we'll just make a save here. Looks like we accomplished quite a bit today. And when we come back, we'll be back in Faraway Town. Until then, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, goodbye.